All right, I'm going to get this class connect going here. It shouldn't be super long, but just want to kind of go over part two of the Myers personality test and make sure that everyone's on the same page here. And yeah, so if you look at your your Schoology page, you'll be able to see part one and part two, and hopefully you finished part one. If you haven't yet, it's still not late by any means, but the big thing is that we want you to be able to go into part two here. So when you look at part one, hopefully you got your personality test score, whether it was a defender or a counsel or any of those things. And what I want to do now is show you part two and what you're going to be doing here. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick. So what you're going to be doing in part two with your personalities, you're going to compare it to some of the other different personalities that were options on the Myers-Briggs test. So if you were an architect or a logician or a commander or a debater, you would be in the analyst personality. An advocate, mediator, protagonist, campaigner, those would be diplomats. Logistician, defender, executive, and counsel would be sentinels. And then a virtuoso, adventurer, entrepreneur, entertainer, those would be explorers. And next to those different personalities are 4 letters, and they sync up to different traits. So like if there's an N next to that personality, that would be someone who would be intuitive, T for thinking, F for feeling, S for observant, J for judging, and P for prospecting. So like for me, I was a defender, so my 4 letters were ISFJ. So yours will be specific to yours. So what you're going to be doing in part 2 is you're going to go to the 16personalities.com website and you're going to explore yours, right? And what you'll do is you'll look at yours and you'll look at a list of all the different traits that describe your personalities. Like this would be for me as a defender. You're going to remove everything that is mine so that you can put yours in right there, right? And then the next couple parts, you're going to blend them with others. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Google Gemini, or if you're able to use ChatGPT on your own internet at home, and you're going to type in this prompt right here. Which personality type would fit best with my personality type of, and then you type your 4 letters in a business world setting and why, right? So then you're going to explain that right there. And then you're going to kind of flip it to the other side of it. And which personality type would be the most challenging with my personality type in the business world and why? You kind of reflect on that right there. And then lastly, I want you to think about the results that you got from the test yesterday and these AI prompts today. And then think about your personal dynamic, whether you're an athlete or you're a musician or you're in clubs or whatever you're doing. And think about why knowing your personality type, why knowing which one you fit into could lead to you being successful in those different spaces. And it could also be something as why you would be successful as a son or daughter or a sister or a brother or a friend. Why knowing that personality is something that can be very beneficial. So this is the part 2 with the week's lesson. So you do need to finish part 1 first and then turn that in. And remember, everything is due by the end of the week, 11:59 on Friday, for it to be deemed on time. Okay. If you have any questions, I will be available to quickly respond back via email here right now. But otherwise, reach out later if you have questions too. Happy to help any way I can. All right. Have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week.